Hey guys, good morning. Happy Wednesday. It's Daryl here. It's 5 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I just made the previous video about, it was a very different video about videos, adult bookstores. After I finished it, I started thinking, because it wasn't along the usual lines of what I do, my usual political stuff. And I was thinking in my mind, well, there's not much going on. So it was okay to, try just an informative, fun video. But then I realized there was something important that I did want to talk about. Okay, so Donald Trump is refusing, we all kind of figured that he was going to do this, regardless of however the vote came out, that he was going to say he won. We all kind of knew this was going to happen. Again, talking about narcissists, losing just isn't something they admit to. Again, most successful people will tell you that losing or failures is an important part of success. But anyway, there is something that really does concern me. Like I talked about in another video, I talked about Beau of the Fifth Column, one of his videos, and it was one of, I was very thankful that he made it. It talked about how Biden is, that Beau of the Fifth Column believes that Biden is going to be all right, that he has, and he does, I looked this up too, that Biden does have support to continue his transition, financial support. And he's going to have to disclose this, so there's no need for speculation that where the money's coming from. When he becomes president, he's going to have to disclose all the financial stuff anyway. So, but he foresaw that Trump was going to be a sore loser, and he's moving forward with his transition team. Now, this is what I want to talk about. There's some important national security issues. They talked about how Biden received calls from the United Kingdom, from France, from Germany, and they talked about how things are usually supposed to work, that there would be not interpreters, but diplomats listening in to make sure that there was no, what they talked about, there was no top secret information, nothing that they shouldn't talk about for national security purposes, that someone would kind of listen in. This didn't happen because Trump isn't allowing it. But then there was something that alarmed me even more. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is a lot of new stuff. These are new circumstances that are happening now in our world that have never happened before. And I don't know a lot about them. I don't. Take, for instance, the Pentagon. What's happening with the Pentagon? How Trump is cleaning out the Pentagon and firing people. Now, at first, I thought this was just part of his normal MO. Maybe it was like a temper tantrum. But then I started to think more about it. Now, he fired Esper, I believe his name is, or Esper. And he fired some more people in the Pentagon, in the Department of Defense. And as I try to read as many articles, both on the left and the right and everything in between, trying to get a good view of what's happening, so I'm not getting a skewed view. And so I see Trump firing a lot of these people in the Department of Defense. And there's speculation as to why he's doing this, especially with the Department of Defense. And I started thinking about this, and the thoughts alarmed me. One of the ideas, I didn't quite get this or go along with it, was that he wanted to pull all the troops out of Afghanistan before Christmas. And it was an effort to streamline this, something along those lines. This is what worried me, though. There was talk about, in a few of the articles near the end, they started to talk. I think this is what's going through a lot of people's minds, but they're scared to talk about it. Trump using the Insurrection Act to use the military to put down protests, using the military. In other words, what's he planning? is he trying to get our U.S. military on his side? Are we talking about an honest to God coup here? And I started thinking about this. He's clearing out. He's fired a lot of the top Pentagon people in the Department of Defense, and he's installed people that don't really have much experience or reason to be there, other than they are loyal to him. They're hardcore Trump supporters, And why is he doing this right now? And the ideas and reasoning that I started to get, I didn't really care for. It's everybody's opinion that he's it was an honest election. Another thing I wanted to mention too, there was one U.S. Postal Service worker that had come forward. The Republicans were touting as evidence. This U.S. Postal Service worker had testified that he had overheard his superiors trying to backdate mail to get the votes counted. And he's now pulled back his testimony. He's admitted that he lied about it. So this was one person that Trump and the Republicans were touting as evidence of cheating, of widespread cheating. One person. And it turns out, and I had a feeling, usually when you just get one guy saying he overheard something, and he's a Trump, and he's a hardcore supporter of whatever he's trying to prove, whatever group he's with, usually something smells funny there. And sure enough, it was. The more he was questioned by inspectors, Postal Service inspectors, and I think it was the FBI, he admitted he lied. It's just another Trump supporter lying, trying to alter the reality of what's happened. So, as we see, Trump's temper tantrum, trying to, refusing to leave, refusing to acknowledge that he's lost. But this is the scary thing now, the thing with the Pentagon and him inserting people loyal to him in the Department of Defense and the Pentagon. What his plans are for that. That's one of the things that popped into my mind, that, when Joe Biden is sworn in and everything, the military then becomes, the entire military, he is the commander-in-chief. And that's that. And that pretty much, you have the huge forces of the United States of America behind Joe Biden at that point. And when I started to see Donald Trump messing around with this, installing people that don't really necessarily belong in these posts, but other than the fact that they're hardcore loyalists of Donald Trump, it seems like it's a red flag to me. I'm not saying it'll work, but it's a scary prospect. And once again, for any Trump supporters watching this isn't about America. This is tearing America apart. And if what I'm talking about has any validity, we're really talking about tearing America apart. This is about a narcissist, arrogant man who only thinks about himself. This isn't for America. This isn't for Trump supporters. This is for him and his inability to accept loss or to accept defeat, to accept failure. That's what it's all about. And it's damaging America every day goes by. Like Joe Biden said, this is a disgrace. It's a disgrace to our country, and it's hurting whatever legacy he hoped to have, Donald Trump hoped to have. It's hurting his legacy. If there is one he'll leave. He's pretty much demolishing that at this point. All right, I want to look more into this story because it worries me. It's not something I want to just make up, unsubstantiated claims about, because this is a very real, scary situation if it's true. So it's something I'm going to keep looking into. All right, you guys have a good Wednesday.